Hello, beautiful yogis. Welcome. Welcome to Love Your Life Yoga. And this is our gentle practice today. Please come to sit. We're going to do a little work with our shoulders, core, and hips. We'll probably do some balance poses as well. So, notice how you're feeling right now. Have a little check-in with your body-mind. Appreciating that we are all on our yoga mats, ready to shift into greater clarity, flexibility, and well-being, so that we truly can love this life. Bringing your palms to prayer pose, gaze low or eyes all the way closed. Press your sternum and your thumbs, thumb mounds together, and that will lift your chest. And notice the effect of that on your shoulder blades. Sitting up tall. Take a moment to just welcome yourself. To shift from the doing to the being. Attention to breaths, letting those deepen, smoothen. And that beingness is a state of presence which we can be in even when we are moving. Setting the intention to be fully present for our practice today. Let's press the palms together now and inhale the arms straight up the midline. You could follow your gaze as your arms lift, your fingertips pointing straight up. And then on the exhale, the arms separate and widen out, stay tall, and bring your palms back together. We repeat this, inhaling, send the arms straight up, looking up, piercing through, and then exhale, spreading, opening, welcoming, to return to prayer pose, and one more time. Lovely. Good. Now let your palms rest down on your thighs. Round your back. Look down. And then breathing in, draw your chest forward of your hips. Lift it up. The shoulders go back. The chin lifts. And exhale, reverse this. Droop to your tailbone. Holding onto the knees so your back can round. Following your breath now, draw forward on inhalation and rounding on exhalation. And so there's the flow of breath and movement. Continue. Once more. Adding on, so as you draw your chest forward, this time your elbows widen out, as your heart lifts and your shoulder blades press down. And on this exhalation, as the hands come closer together, elbows also, we round the back again and draw the low belly inwards. Relax the low belly. Inhale, draw forward. Heart opening, expression of fullness. And exhaling, drawing inwards, drawing belly, pelvic floor inwards and upwards. As we did, this is an inhale that says yes to this moment. It's an opening up. And then the exhale, we balance it, honoring the inward state. And one more time, please. Good. Come to upright, arms wide out, palms face back now, and draw your hands together at your sacrum. Lift your chest again, shoulders back, lovely, looking good, heart is lifting, and then the chin lowers. And take a moment here to squeeze the shoulder blades closer, to feel the long neck, shoulder heads drawing back. And then we'll move the chin side to side with the breath. Low chin, rolling to center, to the side, and returning. Lots of creaking, groaning going on in the neck. Last one, returning to center. Nice. And release your hands. Let's shake out the fingers. Just shake them out. Raising the arms in the shaking. And lowering them out again, down again. Good. And now let's turn the palms upwards to rest the back of your hands on your thighs. You might even link your thumb and your index finger as we draw inward again to begin to shape the breath in a pranayama. So the three-part inhalation, low belly fills, ribs fill, top of chest. One smooth direction of the incoming breath. Keep your spine really tall as we let the breath go out from the top, through the ribs, and to the tummy that empties of breath, relaxes towards your spine. Relax that belly to receive the inhalation, the expanding through your belly, your ribs, and all the way to the very top of your lungs. Little pause, and then let the breath go. Slowly, smoothly, feeling the three areas of breath, all the while your spine stays straight now. Let's do a couple more of these beautiful slow breaths from the bottom upwards. And the exhale in the reverse direction, knowing, feeling, experiencing how this breath is resetting the nervous system. We are sending strong signals that it is time now to focus and relax and let go future concerns or past experiences, coming fully into here and now. One more cycle, please. Becoming so close to the breath, our most intimate friend is this breath that breathes us. Nice, everyone. Palms down, look down to open the eyes. And let's now switch the cross of the legs so the other shin bone is in front. Sitting tall again. And now let's take the arms wide and reach the side walls of your space. Shoulders go back and the heart lifts for an inhalation. And exhale, please turn towards your right. Stay for breath in. Go a little further to the right and lower your hands, one behind the other on the opposite knee. And feel the tall central axis of your spine. Each inhalation, it gets longer, and then the invitation on each exhalation now is to turn your ribs just a little teensy bit more in this direction. Feeling how the breath changes, the feeling of the breath changes. How good it feels to really meet the body in this shape, in this breath. How on the next exhale we can turn the gaze over the left shoulder, tilt the ear, and now lean towards that thigh. The hand behind comes up and over and close to the ear. Good. So we're spreading into the ribs now. There's a little vigor in the arms, not a floppy arm. Feel the vigor reaching out through the fingertips. So there's a surge of pranic flow. If we could see it, it would be light coming out of our fingertips. Nice. The next exhale, everything stays. We just look down towards the left knee. Turning the head in this angle. Lovely. Good. And so now this arm that's shooting light up there is going to reach for that knee that we're looking at, your left knee. Hand to that knee. So bring the knee up. Bring your trunk to upright. And now as we have a knee in each hand, droop your spine. Pulling the knees, drawing your arms long. Yeah. Great. So the arms are crossed. Let go the knees, they'll drop down. Lift your heart, and now either hold your shoulders or wrap your forearms, whichever's available in your body. Lovely. Please lift your elbows. Raise your heart on your inhale. This time we're going to bow forward, so active tummy pulls in, squeeze the breath out as the elbows move towards the shins or the ground, and lift them up again, breathing in. And exhale, active core. Come forward. So we're activating now the upper back, the shoulders, and the core. Let's do one more. As we come up, undo the arms, take them wide, and as we did earlier, the palms reach back, clasp hands at your sacrum, lift your spine to vertical, shoulders back, elbows straighten, and this time looking up, and then looking down, low chin. Raise the chin again, breathing in, and lower the chin, breathing out. One more time. Nice. Good. Now free up your hands from behind and take them out wide again, and your spine tall again, breathing in. We're going the other way now. Exhale the arms, turning leftwards. Stay for inhale. We go further to the left, lowering the one hand behind, the other on the knee. And this is where we spend a little while, feeling how the inhale allows the central axis to rise straight up. And with intention, the exhalation, we turn the ribs leftwards. And do that a couple more breaths. And upright spinal twist. Sometimes we're leaning forward as we twist, sometimes we're lying down. This one is in the vertical axis shape. And as you turn your ribs again, let your face turn towards your right shoulder and tilt your head. A couple of breaths. We're going to lean towards that thigh, freeing up the arm to come up and over. And stretch vigorously now through those ribs. Vigorous through the arm and the fingertips, letting that energy shoot through your hands. And opening through the ribs, feeling it all. You might be looking down, or you could be looking up. Or you might be turning your head with your breath. We have one more breath here. And then as we exhale to look down, bring your up hand to that knee we're looking up. So bring the knee up and bring your palms over the knees, all the way to the middle and round your back. Little pull, let that happen. Knees falling into the hands, creating that little pull. Great, and then we'll drop the knees, come to upright, and arrange your hands to either hold your shoulders or forearms wrapped. The inhale is a lift of the elbows, and it's an active exhale into the core as we bow forward. Can you feel that spreading across your back? As we inhale, there's a spreading across your front, along the front. Exhale, we bow in and actively contract your core muscles. And as we did, lovely. Then we come up again, unravel the arms and palms face back and hook one more time, hands behind the back, lift the chest, torso's vertical, and straighten the elbows. Lovely, so long neck. Please inhale looking forward, and the exhale, we're simply going to turn and look over the right shoulder. Inhale back to center. And look over the other shoulder. And releasing back to center, let go your hands. And let's go. Oh, let's release the legs as well. So bring your knees up, uncross. Placing your feet now a little ways apart. Still on that folded blanket, and use your hands behind. Leaning lightly back, and tip your knees to the right, back to center, and we'll tip to the left, and back to center. Yeah. So this starts to feel good in the hips. Fluid mobility. So when we bring the knees again to your right, have them stay there. And can you pick up your right foot onto your thigh? Weighing it down. Yeah, feel how that pushes your knee down. If it hurts, please back off a little bit. Good, and then the opposite hand, your left hand, let's take it straight up. Straight up, yeah. Might even look up to that hand. Great, and then lower the arm, and your hand finds the ground again. Legs stay, but we're going to bring that knee up. Oh yeah, carrying that right ankle. And we now find ourselves in thread the needle pose. Now for some, you need to put your foot a little further forward to make this accessible. Or you might tighten it up by bringing your foot in a little bit. So see what works for your body. Great. So we've still got the hands behind, supporting us, not too much weight into them. Let your core work, keep your spine tall, and work the pose in a way that is available for you right now. We're going to stay for 3 breaths. You might experience these breaths in a very inward way, lowered gaze or closed eyes. Lovely, lower the chin, open the eyes, and then that foot that's on the floor is going to slide forward, straighten that leg, and bring your heel of the bent knee foot into the groin. So we uncross, and then we renew the sit bones. So right on the tips of the sit bones, and we are facing that long, straight left leg. Good. Raise your right arm, please. Inhaling, exhaling. Try to reach for your foot. Coming up again. Inhale. And exhale. Come forward. We'll do it one more time. So we use the core in this forward bend, and then we'll let the hand find a place to rest and bring the other hand in as well. And feel free to grab your strap around the foot if it's not easy. And then we'll renew the spinal length by bringing the chest up on an inhale. And then on exhale, lie a little closer to your leg, bow your head, and feel this inward sensation of stretch and breath. The calming of the mind and the enlivening of the body. These two things happen at the same time. One more lovely breath here. And now we walk the hands along the leg to come back to upright. All the way up, and position your feet again flat, a little ways apart. And the hands supporting the straight spine behind us. Tipping to your left. Inhale, center. Tip to your right. And inhale, center. And over we go again. And we're going to stay here. See if it's possible to put your left foot on top of your right thigh. The butt's probably come up a little bit. That's all right. Adjust your hands. And then if available, your right arm will lift up. And just reach up. And then lower the arm. Leaving the foot, bring that foot into the midline more, and we're in thread the needle. Adjust either forward with your foot on the mat or back, and then adjust your hands behind you. So we're in thread the needle, and feeling the stretch now in your left hip. The spine is upright as much as you can. Lowered gaze or closed eyes to feel the breath. It's extraordinary what our focused attention can do to shift our awareness, change the state of being, calm the nervous system. Lovely. And everyone, slide your bent knee leg straight and bring your left heel into the groin, setting up for a forward bend. Sit bones, shift back. We begin with the opposite arm, inhaling that straight up, and exhale. Try to reach your foot, only to rise again. Inhale. Looking good, everyone. So lovely to see you practicing. We've got one more to go. Exhale, reach and grab a hold. To use both hands now as we raise the heart and fold over the leg. As you reach your heart forward, your head can bow. We're in a deep-seated forward bend. The feeling of the breath. Can you bring it to places you haven't noticed, felt yet? Release your foot, walk your hands up the leg, coming up, and now your left leg slides out besides your right leg. Push through both heels. So we're pressing the thigh bones down, and they're slightly rolled in. And now we'll inhale the arms straight up. Exhale towards both feet. Come up again, inhale. If it hurts your back, have your knees a little bent. Come forward, exhalation. And one more time. And this time we'll grab a hold. So feel free to use your strap or hold your toes or your ankles. Drop the shoulders. The inhale sees the heart reach forward, inching your way out of your low belly. Exhale, lie a little closer to the legs. Let your head bow down. So with both legs straight, we'll really feel this in the low back and the hips. Please know that compassion to your body. If this hurts, please bend both knees a little bit. One more long exhale. Letting go your feet, walk your hands up your legs to help the torso come back to upright. And now we'll take cobbler's pose. Sliding the feet together, hands on your knees or shins. Lift out of your hips, the sense of the pelvic bowl now being level, not tilted forward or back, so nice and stable. And from that we lift the heart and hinge forward with a straight back as long as we can, hands sliding towards the feet. And finally, your head bows. And we spend a little while here, feeling everything. On the next breath in, walk your way back up. Help your knees in. And now let's come to hands and knees. Did a little hike today, picked up some sand. And it's all good. All right, hands and knees, all fours. Yeah, nice to have the blocks available on each side. Let's begin with the right leg straight, ball of the foot into the mat, level hips, send the left arm forward, and then raise the right leg parallel to the mat. Breathe here as we hold the balance. Nice. You can stay or bend your knee, your right knee, and see if the foot is available for your left hand. And kick up. Nice. Send the arm and the leg straight again. And lower your hand and your knee. Knees are close together. Right arm out to the right. That'll ease your wrist as well. And then exhale, thread through behind your left wrist, lower all the way down to your right upper arm, side of your head. Feel all this. And unthread. Coming back to all fours. Let's take the left leg now straight. Ball of the foot is on the mat. That helps the hips to level out. Reach the right arm forward and raise the left leg parallel to the mat. Stay this way or bend your knee and catch your foot. Feel how that opens your shoulder. Kicking up. Terrific. Great. Straight arm, straight leg. Lower the hand and the knee. Knees are close together. Left arm out to the left. And thread through. Behind your right wrist, come all the way down to the upper arm side of your head. Have a little rest here. Upper back, neck, shoulders. Nice and unthread. So let's practice now rabbit pose. That is where the crown of the head comes to the floor. I like a little padding. So you might bring your blankie in front, and the crown of the head goes as close as you can to your knees. Now your butt's still up. Place the top of your head onto the blankie, and now you can use your hands to not put that much weight on it. Little support of your hands. Some of you might let go that support of the hands and interlock hands over behind your back and bring your straight arms overhead. Rabbit pose. Breathe deep. So this is a deep inversion. In a moment when we lower the arms and sit on the heels, please keep your head very low. Are you ready? Release your arms. Use your hands and maybe make a little pillow under your brow with your hands and let your seat drop back. You might widen your knees and sit back in child's pose. And breathe here now, very close to the ground. Nice, everyone. And let's make our way slowly up. Place the blanket to the side. We're on fours now with the hands on the blocks on the middle setting. And this now into the hips and quads. Your right leg lifts. Look up. Inhale. Knee to nose. Pull the belly in. This is your core. And again. Knee forward, round the back. Once more. And this time step the foot through. All the way through. Love to plant that foot down and raise your arms upright. Circling your arms to rest your palms at your low back. And on the next exhale, keep your balance and let your hips glide a little deeper forward, only to draw them back on inhale. So we're working that front foot as we go again. Stabilizing through the front foot and the core. We have one to go. Lovely. Keep this lunge, hands back to the blocks, and straighten your right leg. Nice breaths here as the right leg stretches out. Nice, and then bring your Right foot, right knee back, starting again now, second side. Left knee up, inhale. Round your back, knee to nose, strong core. As we did. This last one. Step your left foot through, plant the foot, inhale, rise up, and hands back to your sacrum, steadying now through the front foot. Keep your heart lifted as we lunge forward. And back, inhaling. Feel how that front foot is stabilizing and propelling this movement. One more. Great. Hands to the block, straighten the front leg. And draw your foot, knee back. We're going for a downward dog. So the blocks to the side, spread your palms, tuck your toes, a hand up we go. Feel all this. Keeping your chest pressing through, the shoulders are opening. And now raise your heels and lower them back down. Raise the heels and lower back down. One more time. Nice, everyone. From here, from this downward dog, raise your left leg up. We're going to glide the knee forward for pigeon pose. Left knee to left hand, lower your hips, settle your pelvis all the way down, and arrange your hips to be level. And if you need a little support under your left butt, do that. And then before we come down, put your left hand at the middle for support, reach your right arm forward. So with the right leg and the right arm stretching. Some of you might explore lifting your chest and taking the arm higher, making it a deeper back bend. So listen to your body. Yay, terrific. Great, and now reach the arm down to the ground and fold your torso over the bent leg and have a little lie down, making a pillow for your brow. Soft, deep breaths. Great. Raise your head, bring your hands back enough to push down to come back to all fours, and then we'll take a downward dog. Walking it out again. Opening through the shoulders and the chest. Lift and lower both heels. Great. And are you ready? It's the right leg now. Lift it up. Glide your knee to the right hand, foot a little leftwards. Lower your hips equally. Use a prop under your right hip to keep your hips level. And then before we come down, right hand a little to the middle so that the left arm can reach forward. Left leg, left arm. Get that length and the possibility of creating a deeper back bend by lifting your arm and your chest. Great, come down, make a pillow, and we get to tune in. Tune into the inner body in its state, being here. Lovely. Hands come back to press down, to push your torso up, to come to all fours. And one more downward dog. Lovely, everyone. We're going to walk the feet forward now. Walk your feet forward till they are underneath your hips. Weight is on the legs. Fold your arms. Thumb into opposite elbow. This is a deep forward bend. A little knee bend here is perfectly fine. Crown of the head releases. Little bend in the knees. Bring your hands to your knees or thighs and use that little pressure to press up all the way to stand. And once we're up standing, feel the tallness. Let your brain adjust to being upright again. Good. Please step your right foot back. So we're going to be facing this short end of the mat. The left knee is bent and the back heel is off the floor. And we're standing upright. These are standing lunges. Straighten your leg, inhale. Bend the knee, exhale. Adding the arms. Bend elbows, inhale them wide as we straighten leg. Exhale, lunging. So this is really good for our balance. Flowing with breath. We have one to go. Lovely. Now stay with the legs, little lunge. Bring your arms back. Maybe even clasp them behind the back. Squeeze the shoulder blades, looking down to your left toes. Hold steady. 2 more breaths. Nice, everyone. Hands to hips to step forward and stand tall. Ta-da! Here we are. Feel this. Great, and now the left foot steps back. Same distance, just enough to get that right knee lunging. We're upright, stabilizing, and then inhale your leg straight. Exhale, bend it again, adding the arms. Wide elbows, inhale, leg straight. Exhaling, lunge. Keep going with this. One more. Lovely. Stabilize, bring your arms back, chest forward if you can, interlace. Good, and looking down towards your front knee or toes. Squeeze the shoulder blades, long neck. 2 more breaths. You feel how we're really working that right leg and haunch. And hands to hips, ready, step forward. And stabilize again in the tall place. Feel the flows of energy, not only physical, but kind of emotional as well. A bit of relief. We did it without falling over. Terrific. Can you step into your left foot? Now cradle your right thigh with your both hands. Standing on that left leg, we could circle the right foot and reverse and step down. Ready? Second side. Your left thigh into your hands. Without leaning forward, circle the foot. And reverse. And step down, walk it out. Nice. So we're standing now with the feet close together. Bend your knees for chair pose, legs. And then bring your arms next to your head. Nice, like a zigzag shape. On the breath in, we'll straighten up, arms overhead, legs straight. And then on the breath out, come back into chair pose, strong in your core. As we did, inhale, straighten. Exhale, chair pose. Inhale, straighten. And chair pose. Stay in chair now. Full breath in. Forward fold. Exhale. Hands to shins. Flat back. Inhale. Hands down to the mat. Walk your feet to downward dog. 3 breaths, then we'll bring the knees down. Next exhale, knees come down, walk them back a little bit so that we can bring the chest forward and come to lie full frontal all the way down on the mat for Sphinx pose. Deep breaths here. Great, and make a little pillow with your hands to rest your brow, relax your back. Release the feet, the knees, a little jiggle. Good, so upper body stays, right leg inhales a little way up off the ground, lowering it down, exhale. Raise your left leg. And down. Right leg again. Not high, just a little lift. Keep the leg nice and straight. Left leg, inhale. Lower down. 1 more each side. This is lovely for strengthening the back and the buttocks. Good. As your leg lands, curl your toes under, bring your hands next to the ribs, go to your knees, and press your seat back towards the heels. 2 breaths. Extended child's pose. Good. A hand coming back into downward facing dog. One more breath. Please walk your feet again forward, shifting the weight to the legs, Knees are bent, your feet are about as wide as your hips. Grab your big toes, so index and middle finger goes underneath the big toe and the thumb on top. Knees can stay bent as we now raise the chest for an inhale and fold closer to your legs on the exhale. Lovely. Fold deeply in. Going to stay in this forward bend. Let go your toes. Can you bring your hands to your sacrum and interlace them and reach your arms straight up or over? Remember, the knees are bent. We got them ready for this with the chair pose. 2 more breaths. On the exhalation, the arms lower. Bring your hands to your thighs, knees are still bent. Now press up with a flat back. Come to stand. All the way up tall. And bring your hands now in prayer pose. As you exhale, feel your feet on the ground, pressing down. As we inhale, the arms wide and up. And the exhale, the heart leads as we dive forward. Bring the hands to the shins. Flat back breath in. Fold deep again. Breathe out. Come all the way up again. Inhale. Bringing your palms to prayer pose on the exhale. Circle through right away. Inhale, widen up. Exhale, forward bend. Halfway up, breath in. Fold, breathing out. All the way up. And prayer pose. We've got 1 to go. Sweeping up. Good. And it's a lovely diving off your hips. Halfway up. Tucking in. All the way up. To prayer pose. Pause here a moment. Now step your right foot back, angle the heel, and keep your hips squared and steady your feet. Same action, widen up come the arms. Exhale, fold over the left leg, hands to shins. Flat back, inhale. Fold, exhale. Come upright, all the way. And as we exhale now, step forward. Good, steady that right foot. Left foot steps back, angle the heel. And here we go, widen up, go the arms. Forward bend. Lengthen forward, breath in. Fold, breathe out. Come upright, lovely flow. Our relationship to the ground that anchors us and allows our mobility. Right foot back, please. Steady. And here go the arms with your breath. Fold forward. Lengthen, inhale, steadying that front foot with the ankle. I say that because mine's a bit wobbly. Coming up, inhale. And step forward. 1 to go. Left foot steps back. Steady here. Inhale your arms. Forward we go. Halfway up. Fold in. All the way up. To step forward. Lovely. Let's pause here a moment. Steady through the feet, even in your breath. Terrific, everyone. So now let's bring our blocks to the high setting and walk the feet back, feet close together. So we want a long back, a flat back, gauging that your hips are over your heels. And with the feet close together, let's slide the left leg straight back and bring it parallel, not higher than parallel. And there's a little adjustment your right hip has to do. It draws back. You might just check with your right hand that your sacrum is level and that your hips are level. And that too is a little precarious move. Bring your hand back to the block when you're ready. On exhale, left foot next to right foot. And you can walk it out. And are you ready now for second side? We're standing on the left foot. The right leg goes back. Level hips. Left hand to the hip. Check it out. We haven't got one hip way higher than the other. And then bring your hand back to the block, lengthening forward and back. And hand lower your right foot next to your left foot. Press the feet down. And pushing away from your blocks, this time come to stand tall. Arms overhead. Exhale, prayer pose. And stabilize here. Great. Arms alongside. As we inhale the arms overhead, raise your heels. Exhale, lower the heels, bend the knees, chair pose. Inhale, come to straight, raise your heels. Exhaling, bend the knees, chair pose. And one more. Raise your heels, reach tall, and exhaling, chair pose. Stay for breath in. Forward fold, exhale. Lovely. Hands to the mat and walk back a little bit so we can come down to the knees. And we're coming all the way onto the back. Coming onto your back, hug your knees in. And have a little moment here on your back. Resting your shoulders, arms. Let your breath even out. Lovely. So your feet are flat. Cup your head with your hands. Rest your head in your hands a moment. Let your shoulders relax here. Breathe deep and high. Lovely. So now we'll do a little cross crawl. Fill up with the breath. Exhale, head, chest, right elbow across to the approaching left knee and lie back down, inhale. Other side, exhale across and back. A few more of these, alternating sides, crossing the midline as the elbow reaches for the knee. And of course, activating the core muscles. Can you do a few more? And coming to our last ones. Completing with your left elbow reaching to your right knee. Let your head rest down with no pillow. Press your feet down, hands near the feet, and now raise your hips, inhale, and lower your hips down on exhale. Again, the hips lift, breathing in, lower down. Adding the arms overhead as the hips lift. Lower down. As we do it again, hold the full breath, hold the raised hips and arms. Exhaling, return. And we'll do one more like that. Raise the arms and the hips, holding your full breath at the top. And lower down. Good. Draw the right knee in towards your chest. Send your left leg straight and hold it just above the mat. Keep your sacrum pressed down. Keep that left leg just above the mat, nice and straight. And then on the next exhale, we're going to switch legs. So bring your left knee in and send your right leg straight out above the mat for the breaths. On the exhale, switch again. Left leg straight out, hovering. Breathe deep. And on the next exhale, we switch one more time. Left knee in, right leg just above the mat. Breathe deep. This exhale, right leg comes down to relax on the mat, and the left foot stands on the right thigh, and your right hand guides your hips, your knee to the right. Left arm relaxes, letting the whole body soften now. Good, and onto your back again. Bringing your left foot flat, right foot next to it, centralize your sacrum. Now right knee in towards your chest, left leg straight on the mat, and set your right foot on your left thigh, which relaxes a little bit as we roll leftwards, right arm staying behind. Softened, relaxed twist. And roll onto your back again. Both knees are bent, feet are flat, and your head cupped in your hands. Good. So your sacrum's flattened. Take your feet off the floor. Now exhale, right elbow to left knee, the right leg stretching out above the ground. Inhale back. Left elbow across while the left leg straightens and everything comes back. few more of these. And one more each side. Nice to let your head rest down. If you like, you can bring your pillow blankie in under your head and let your legs come into cobbler's pose, hands on your tummy. Feel your breath and deepen your inhale right into your belly. Blowing the breath out through the pursed lips. Nose in. Little hold. Pursed lips exhalation. One more. Help your knees back up together. Draw them both towards your chest, so a hand on each knee, and squeeze them close to your torso. Spread the arms wide and both knees uncrossed now to your left. So your foot might arrive first. Uncrossed legs, little twist. If you have the space, you might, keeping your knees as they are, straighten both legs and try to have your legs the same length, your feet matching up. Feel how that implicates your right hip. On exhale, bend the knees, roll onto your back again. And we'll go towards the right with your bent knees. Might need to shift to make space. And then the possibility of straightening your both legs. See how it goes. Lengthening both legs, matching up your feet. Bend the knees and come onto your back. Feet to the mat to come back to the middle. Lovely, everyone. Grab your props for final relaxation. The stretching, the moving is now complete. And we bring the body to stillness in Shavasana. Just in the way that feels good to you today. Smoothing out your clothes and your skin. Feeling how you can let your body drop back into the ground. And in the doing, there is a lightness that we can experience, both lightness and gravity at the same time. Witnessing your breath, and witnessing your body. And then we'll just let it all be as we allow awareness to drop deeply inwards, like dropping deep into your brain, which now has no task at all. Everything's happening easily, naturally. Sense and feel your breath. Gently awarenessing coming back into your breathing body. Notice how it feels. Remembering how it felt when we began. Gently moving towards lying on your side and dropping into gratitude. Some of you choosing to stay as you are, know that's perfectly fine. Dropping deep. And as you're ready, come on up to sit as we bring the hands to prayer pose. Inhale your arms up as we did at the beginning and the big embracing of this moment. A hand returning to heart. So grateful for you. Happy Thanksgiving, that's next week. And see you soon. Namaste.